Welcome to all. See, yesterday I have uploaded my online videos regarding inverse trigonometric functions, finding the principal value of given functions. I hope all of you understood that and update all those in your notebooks. So, today's class, let us prove some more important properties of inverse trigonometric functions. See here, what are the properties here? Prove that sin inverse x plus cos inverse x is equal to pi by 2, where x belongs to the principal value branch minus 1 comma 1. And second one is tan inverse x plus cot inverse x is equal to pi by 2, where x is a real number, x belongs to real numbers. Similarly, cosecant inverse x plus secant inverse x is equal to pi by 2, mod x is greater than or equal to minus 1. These are the restrictions. So these are the first three properties which I am going to prove in this class. Also, other two important properties. Prove that tan inverse x plus tan inverse y. See here, tan inverse x plus tan inverse y is equal to tan inverse of x plus y divided by 1 minus xy. Condition is xy should be less than 1. Similarly, tan inverse x minus tan inverse y, that gives tan inverse of x minus y divided by 1 plus xy, where xy is greater than minus 1. So these are very important properties. So you have to practice the proofs, and these are very simple properties. You have to remember the results. So you have to remember all these results along with proofs. So now I am going to prove these properties one by one. Okay, let us take up one by one here. See, sin inverse x plus cos inverse x is equal to pi by 2. Then second one is tan inverse x plus cot inverse x gives us pi by 2. Cosecant inverse x plus secant inverse is equal to pi by 2. So these questions may be asked in the examination for 2 marks. So all of you will concentrate on the screen. So let us take up one by one. So first I will consider sin inverse x plus cos inverse x is equal to pi by 2. So let us prove the first one. So let us consider the proof of the first result. So I will consider first one, sin inverse x plus cos inverse x is equal to pi by 2. So I am going to prove this result. Sin inverse x plus cos inverse x is equal to pi by 2. Okay. So let's start the solution here. So I will consider this first term here. So you have to write step by step. Let sin inverse x. See, I will consider this as one angle, say theta. Then definition says, so I will write x here. So you shift this sin inverse to the right hand side, that becomes what? X is equal to sin theta. So this is the first step. X is equal to sin theta. So now we can substitute this x here by considering the LHS. So that I will do it in the next step. So consider LHS. So what was our LHS here? Sin inverse x plus cos inverse x. So I will replace here sin inverse. So what was x here? Sin theta plus cos inverse of x means what? Sin theta. So I have replaced this x. So in the next step, so this is sin inverse of sin theta. So I can write that as theta plus, I will write this one as it is, cos inverse of sin theta. So this is the second step. Okay, this I cannot write as theta because here sin and cos different. These two are different, therefore I cannot write it as theta. So this one is sin inverse of sin theta, means I can write this as theta. Okay, I will consider this in the next step here. So I will write the same step once again. What I got was theta plus cos inverse of sin theta. Okay, you observe this cos inverse of. So how can I write this sin theta in terms of cos? So ratio should be changed. So ratio should be changed means I can write cos. So ratio changes means what I should take, pi by 2, 90 cos 90 minus theta. So here 90 minus theta, it lies in first quadrant and 90 degree changes the ratio. So cos becomes what? Sin. That's why I write sin theta as cos of pi by 2 minus theta. So now what it becomes? Theta plus, see here cos inverse of cos. Then I should write only the angle here. Plus pi by 2 minus theta. So this gets cancels. So I'll get what? Pi by 2. Therefore, we got the result as sin inverse x plus cos inverse x is equal to pi by 2. So very simple result. Similarly, we can prove the other two. So let us consider the second one. So I will prove the second one here. So what was the second one here? See, second one is tan inverse x plus cot inverse x is equal to pi by 2. So let us take tan inverse x as theta. Then by definition of inverse trigonometric function, x is equal to what? Tan theta. So tan inverse comes to the right hand side, it becomes what? X is equal to tan theta. So we replace this x here and here in the next step by considering the LHS. So that I will do here. So consider LHS is equal to, so what was my LHS here? Tan inverse x plus cot inverse x. So I will replace tan inverse of, see x means what? Tan theta plus cot inverse, see tan theta. Then this is tan inverse of tan, I can write theta plus, so here cot inverse is outside and tan is inside, so I cannot write this as theta, so I will write it as it is, tan theta. Okay, so we have to convert this tan to cot in the next step. So that I can do it here, that is theta c plus cot inverse of, I got what? Tan theta. Okay, plus see here cot inverse. So once again I can write this tan as cot of pi by 2 minus theta. So 90 minus theta, first quadrant, ratio changes cot to tan. So that theta as it is, then cot inverse of cot is there, I can write pi by 2 minus theta. So this case cancels. So I will get pi by 2. So therefore the result is tan inverse x plus cot inverse x is equal to pi by 2. So next shall go for, similarly we can prove the third one. So what was the third result here? See, third result, secant inverse x plus cosecant inverse x is equal to pi by 2. So I will directly start the solution here. So let us take secant inverse x as theta. Then I want only this x. So x is equal to what? Secant theta. So the secant inverse x comes to the right hand side. X is equal to secant theta. So now I can replace this x in the LHS. So consider LHS. So LHS is secant inverse x plus cosecant inverse x. So I can replace this as secant inverse of x is secant theta plus, so cosecant inverse of, so I will replace this x. So what I get in the next step is secant inverse of secant theta plus cosecant inverse of secant theta. So this one is secant inverse of secant theta means what? Theta plus, see here cosecant inverse, see cosecant inverse of secant theta. So I can write this as it is. So here cosecant inverse is outside and secant is inside. So we cannot write it as theta. So we have to convert this secant to cosecant as we done in the previous result. So I will write the step here. So that is theta plus cosecant inverse. What was there here? Secant theta. So that I can write that as theta plus cosecant inverse. See, I will write this as cosecant of pi by 2, cosecant of pi by 2 minus theta. Cosecant of pi by 2 minus theta. So pi by 2 minus theta, it lies in first quadrant, and cosecant changes its ratio, it becomes secant theta. So then I can write this theta as it is plus. So I can write this whole thing, this pi by 2 minus theta. So this get cancels. I will get pi by 2. Okay, so similarly we can, so we have put the previous results. So here, so let us observe here. See here, sin inverse x plus cos inverse x is equal to pi by 2, tan inverse x plus cot inverse x is equal to pi by 2, cosecant inverse x plus secant inverse x is equal to pi by 2. So we have proved these three results. So these may carry 2 marks in part B. So you can refer the proofs in this video and practice it correctly. So we shall do the proofs of these two results in the next video. Okay, thank you.